Rugby is back for a new season, and we got a World Cup at the end of it. And it all starts here. My name's Mark. Let's talk rugby. We had just the one game on Friday as Cardiff and Munster was moved to Saturday. So Benneton took on Glasgow. Last year was pretty close. Benneton won it in the last minute with a penalty, but this year not so much. So Benneton were on top for pretty much right from the start. They were getting scrum penalties, but not really putting it on the scoreboard. In the first 20 minutes or so, both teams exchanged penalties for 3-3, but then on 22 minutes, Padavani scored in the corner. Some decent long passes from Benneton, including one from the Ray that put him in. He then hit the post with the conversion attempt, but Benneton never really looked back from there. On just before half time, 38 minutes, they drove a line out and got themselves over. Lucchese with that one. Smith missed it to the left. Just before we went in, though, Glasgow did put a penalty over due to a no-arms tackle to make it 13-6 at half-time. But although they were close on the scoreboard, they weren't really close on the pitch. They looked very rusty and they looked very predictable as well. Second half started. Benneton definitely came out of the blocks the better of the two. Within 3 minutes, they scored another one. Mendy weaved his way through the defence to dot down. Smith added the extras then to get to 26. They then had another effort ruled out for a forward pass. It really would have put things to bed, but they did manage another couple of penalties to stretch away. And coming up on 60 minutes, it didn't look like Glasgow were really going to lay a glove on them at all. But their bench did have a bit of an impact and gave them some impetus. Xander Ferguson managed to drive over from short range to get a score on the board for them. Jordan missed the conversion, 26-11. Glasgow did have a bit of momentum after that. Maybe the full comeback was a bit of a stretch for them, but they at least looked like they might get another score or two on the board. But sloppy play kind of put paid to that. Rosa was outstanding for Benneton the whole match, and he helped to maybe turn the tide again in Benneton's favour there. Also, Tuipulotu produced a bit of magic when he danced out of his own 22, but ultimately the move broke down. The final nail in the coffin, though, for Glasgow was when Mendy intercepted and hacked ahead to score under the post. It was a pretty easy pick-off. By that stage, Glasgow were very predictable in their play, and it was a wonder that they hadn't been picked off before then. They converted for a full-time score of 33-11, bonus point win to the home side. Very well deserved by Benneton, and they're showing that they're probably going to be more competitive this year than they were last year, and that 13th place finish is something that they're definitely going to look to improve on. Glasgow last year, they were 8th, but they did take a bit of a hiding in the quarterfinals. Well, more than a bit of a hiding. They got absolutely slaughtered by Leinster in the quarterfinals, which led to Franco Smith being appointed. So far, not really much change for the new regime there, but it's early days, so we'll have to watch his space to see how he goes. But yeah, Benneton are going to be happy with this, and they're going to look forward to the rest of the season, especially if they can produce more results like this, not just at home, but maybe producing some away as well. I have to say my prediction was a bit off for this one. I went for Glasgow by 3 points, and yeah, do I have egg on my face on that one? I didn't expect really for Benneton to be so good, even though they did finish last season very well. If you're a fan of either of these teams, let me know how you think the rest of the season is going to go. But for now, that's it for me. Talk to you guys soon.